they're inching up every single year. So that's I would say that's kind of how where we are at today is I think the vast majority of retailers are now realizing that they have to start looking at fraud more proactively and think about this beyond just kind of the traditional kind of fraud processes that they used to rely on for brick and mortar transactions.
And what's sort of driving the increase in fraud? Is there anything that people can point to that's systemic, or is it just that it's now a more attractive avenue because e-commerce is continuing to grow?
Yeah, I mean, I think the best way to walk you through that is actually the experience that we faced at Mattel. At Mattel, we had a direct-to-consumer business called American Girl. So I don't know if you have daughters or nieces, but these are high-priced 18-inch dolls. The average ticket price is like $120 for an 18-inch doll. So very, very high-end, and it was a direct-to-consumer business with both physical stores as well as mail order catalog, which is where its origins started, and then e-com. So fraud, because it was a direct-to-consumer business completely, and you're talking about a $700 million business overall. There was always a fraud process in place, but the process that they had was very rudimentary. There were these fraud checks that were very simplistic. As an example, any transaction or order that was taken, whether online or through phone, would be that was greater than $1,000 would be flagged and put into a manual review check. Right? So something as simplistic as that. And then the fraud team would then go and look at that order and go through various different steps to see if there's anything fishy with the order, and if not, then they would validate the order and let it go through. So very simplistic process. It was a U.S. only business. So there was we did not accept any international orders. So it was all U.S. domicile transactions. So and our fraud rate was sub 1%. I mean, it was our bad debt rate was relatively low. So with that being the backdrop, we launched direct-to-consumer e-com sites for our other brands like Barbie.com, HotWheels.com, FisherPrice.com. And when we launched it for, number one, these were global brands. So there's so you already had traffic coming from international sites, whereas American Girl was an American-centric brand. Like, there's not that many people in France that knew that American Girl was even a brand, right? Whereas when it comes to Barbie is a global brand. I mean, there's more than half of our sales are conducted outside the U.S. And same thing with Fisher Price and Hot Wheels. So with that being said, when we launched e-com, we decided to offer cross-border e-commerce. So this is consumers who would order from an international locale like London or a Paris or a Hong Kong even, and they could actually buy the product. So they could buy a Barbie Dream House, but the order would be shipped from the U.S.